sticky down here. Better butter your cute finger up. It's the start of another new year. Better call the newspaper up. $2.50 for a highball and $1.50 a beer. Happy hour, happy hour, happy hour is here. Welcome to the happy hour. The long days of Shockley are gone, so it's football Kennedy style. Famous last words all taken wrong, wind up on the very same pile. $2.50 for a decade and $1.50 for a year. Happy hour, happy hour, happy hour is here. I can cry, beg and whine to every rebel I find, just to give me a line I could use to describe. They say, baby, this chicken slow, it's full of all them little bones. Baby, eat this chicken slow, it's full of all them little bones. So regal and decadent here, coffee keys is a gift too thick. It's all delicate fare, it's the only thing that don't change. $2.50 for an eyeball and $1.50 for an ear. Happy hour, happy hour, happy hour is here. Nothing's dead down here, just a little tide. 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 But say, baby, eat this chicken slow, it's full of all them little bones. Baby, eat this chicken slow, it's full of all them little bones. Oh, I don't know how they did it. I don't know how the Tragically Hip played that song night after night, week after week, year after year. Oh, that takes it out of me, especially if you know my love of using those bar chords. And I was kind of cheating too. I wasn't even using the full version, so we're going to need a wee bit of a break after that one. Whew. Alrighty, how is everybody going? Welcome to the happy hour. Oh, that one, yeah, like I say, that one really took it out of me. It was Rick Lisk. It was this man here who said you should kick off with, you should play that song, and then you should open the happy hour, because it has the lines happy hour, happy hour, happy hour is here, and that's pretty cool, right? Yeah. So happy hour, happy hour, happy hour is here. It's at $1.50 for a beer. Is it $1.50 for a beer? Maybe. Maybe not. Hello, we've got Tom Rochelle here. QB's in the house. Whew. A nice aerobic warm-up session there. Absolutely. Who else have I missed? Gary Hubs. Thank you. Thank you. I know. Was that okay for a hoser? I don't know. Yeah, I know. I got a bit of my chord progressions mixed up. It's a simple song, but it's a fun song to play. We got Jade in the house. We got Scott here. Hello. We got Patrick Chandler here. Oh, I've really, I've peaked early, haven't I? Yes, we've got the little bones going on there. You know what's the only thing that's going to solve this? The only thing that's going to help after playing that is some Molson Canadian, right? Now, I'm drinking Molson because it's the only Canadian beer they had in the entire bottle shop, and I had to buy it warm. So this has been in the freezer. Let's give it the taste test, shall we? Not bad. Not as ice cold as you would have liked, but okay. If you can help me, I'm trying a few different things with the sound here today. So if you can help me do a bit of a sound check, make sure that everything's coming through okay. If you can hear me all right, and if the balance of the guitar and the lubrication is key. You're right, Bubba. Whew. If the guitar and the mic is balanced here, that would be really good. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to kick into a bit of a soft tune here, just to give me a wee bit of a rest, one that I know a little bit better, that I've been playing for a long time. One of my actual favourite bands, Canadian or otherwise, is a little band called the Crash Test Dummies. And I played a Crash Test Dummies tune called Afternoon and Coffee Spoons last week. And I actually wanted to play my favourite Crash Test Dummies tune. And it's not the one you think it might be. But if you know the album of this same title, then you'll probably know this tune. So let's kick into this one. This is a Crash Test Dummies tune called God Shuffled His Feet. After 70... I have completely missed the start of this again. Okay, I'm going to try it again. After 7 days, he was quite tired. So God said, let there be a day just for picnics with wine and bread. Gathered up some people he had made, created blankets and laid back in the shade. People sip their wine, and what with God there, asked him questions like, do you have to eat or get your hair cut in heaven? And if your eye got poked out in this life, would it be waiting up in heaven with your wife? God shuffled his feet, glanced around at them. The people cleared their throats, stared right back at him. So he said, once there was a boy who woke up with blue hair. To him it was a joy until he ran out to the warm air. Thought of how his friends would come to see. Would they laugh or had he got some strange disease? God shuffled his feet, glanced around at them. The people cleared their throats, stared right back at him. The people sat waiting out on their blankets in the garden, but God said nothing. So someone asked him, beg your pardon, not quite clear about what you just spoke. Is that a parable or a very subtle joke? And God shuffled his feet, glanced around at them. The people cleared their throats, stared right back at him. Not ending every tune on E minor today. I need some more Canadian courage. Red. Can we get a red going on there? Oh, hello. Yes, that is a great song. I do also love the Crash Test Dummies. And I played that because I'm like, if I played, that's way below my range. And I'm singing that going, this is somewhat below my range as well. Go for it. Uh, yeah, I thought we were going to play the Superman B-side to their best song. Yeah, I do like their song Superman. So, yeah, maybe I'll add that for a future show. G'day, who haven't I said hello to here in the chat? We've got Bob Pretorius, hello to you. Desolate Morning, did I say g'day to you? Lady Rodane State, g'day. Cheers from the UK, good to have you here. Hugh Allen is here. Yes, red indeed, Mark, we need to hit the red hard. I've only got 2 of these and I'm already had a big gulp. Alrighty. Yeah, you do have to have the big baritone for Crash Test Dummies. So I just didn't quite have enough power to push through. Alrighty, what should we do here? Should we? I'm going to cheat here. Are you ready for a cheat? I'm going to. So Neil Young is a Canadian, right? He's a Canadian, eh? So he has a few good songs. Listen to me. I'm Neil Young, and that youngster has a few good songs. I don't play any of them very well, but I am a big Pearl Jam fan, as you may be aware. And Pearl Jam actually collaborated with Neil Young on an album called Mirrorball back in the late 90s. And then Neil Young, there were a couple of songs left over, and Pearl Jam released them with Eddie on vocals as a EP called Merkin And there is a very cool song on that album with Neil Young on guitars, and it is called I Got ID, or sometimes it's called I Got Shit. Sorry, parental advisory warning. I've got shit. So I'm going to play this tune because it's a really fun tune, and I haven't played it in forever. So yes, I'm biting off more than I can chew here in more ways than one. But let's have a quick try of this one. This is called I Got ID by Pearl Jam from their Merkin EP way back when, and it goes a bit like this. My nails are bit off. Been a month since I heard myself talk. Only advantage this life's gone on me. Picture a cup in the middle of the sea, and I fall back in my mind. Never lets me be right. I got memories, I got shit, so much I don't know. I walked the line when you held me in at night. Oh, I walked the line when you held my hand and seems so easy to crack. Got all these questions, don't know who I can even ask. So I'll just lie alone and wait for a dream where I'm not ugly and you're looking at me. And I'll stay in bed, all blue, I'll see him. If just once I could feel loved, oh, stare back at me. Yeah. Oh, I walked the line when you held me in that it off. I had to sneak a Pearl Jam song in there somehow, and that was the way I did it, by playing a Pearl Jam Neil Young collaboration. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you very much for being here. Paul Winters checking in for a minute. Thank you. Appreciate it. Old man overtones. Got some old man overtones, do I? Hope so. I love being old. Whew, do love it. Hello from Florida. Thank you, Daniel and Micah chiming in from down in Florida. Hope you're doing well. Righty. Let's continue on. Great. Thank you, the Jam Space. Great job. Takes me back. Yeah, it takes me back too. Really enjoyed that song. It's a cool one. Let's get back Canadian. That was a big cheat. Now there is one Canadian band that I really enjoy. And I wouldn't call them a novelty act exactly, but they have had some interesting songs. Their most famous song is actually the theme song of a very famous TV show. And you're probably ahead of me here. They had another really popular song back in the 90s. This is neither of them. This is my favourite song by the one, the only Bare Naked Ladies. This is a tune called It's All Been Done. We're going to kick it back up a notch here after getting a little down in our own headspace there with some Pearl Jam. So let's kick on here with It's All Been Done, the Bare Naked Ladies. 2, 3, 4. Met you before the fall of Rome, and I beg you to let me take you home. You were wrong, I was right. You said goodbye, I said goodnight. Woo-hoo-hoo, it's all been done. Woo-hoo-hoo, it's all been done. Woo-hoo-hoo, it's all been done. Much more fun, kind of was. Go away, I'll go mine, but I'll see you next time. Woo-ooh-ooh, it's all been done. Woo-ooh-ooh, it's all been done. Woo-ooh-ooh, it's all been done before. If I put my fingers here, say I love you, dear, and if I play the same 3 chords, will you just yawn and say, woo-hoo-hoo, it's all been run. Woo-hoo-hoo, it's all been done. Woo-hoo-hoo, it's all been done before. In a 30th century night, will I see you on The Price is Right? Will you cry? Will you smile as you run down the aisle? Woo-hoo-hoo, it's all been done. Woo-hoo-hoo, it's all been done. Woo-hoo-hoo, it's all been done before. Woo-hoo-hoo, it's all been done. Woo-hoo-hoo, it's all been done. Woo-hoo-hoo, it's all been done. It's all been done. Woo-hoo-hoo, it's all been done. Woo-hoo-hoo, it's all been done before. Another one that takes it out of me. Well, these Canadians, can they write some rockin' tunes that really give me a bit of a hard going here? That's why you need so much beer. That's why you need your Molson on hand. Can the Canadians please tell me, Canadians in the audience, what is the Canadian beer to drink? This is probably going to spark debate because I'm sure there's people that are different brands. I really like, is it Moosehead is one of my favourites. Is it Labatt? Labatt Blue? Is that the like the classic? Hey man, you go to the hockey game, you drink Labatt. That was the worst Canadian ever. My goodness. Oh, that should have been a parental advisory. The following Canadian accent will sound nothing like Canadian. Wowzers. Alrighty. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you being here. Space Jack says, I'm old enough to remember seeing these guys on a local TV station Speaker's Corner, which was kind of like TikTok on TV. I also bought their original cassette tape. There you go. Like it a lot. Alrighty. Yes, lots of Canadian. That's right, John. It is only Canadian artists here today. All Canada, all the time. Thank you. Blue, yeah, blue it should be, although it's Molson, so it's the red. Red. You do have stronger beer. Whoop, sorry. I'll stop that. So this one in particular, so for instance, this is a 1.4 standard drinks. So it's 5%. 5% is 355 ml. So yeah, most of your standard lagers or ales are around about 4%. So yeah, Canada does things, but 1% better. Is that what we're saying? I think so. Alrighty, let's continue. My favourite Canadian band is Alexis on Fire. Yeah, cool. There's a lot that I don't know. It's not even lunchtime yet, Pete. I know. Tell me about it. I do this because most folks that watch this are in Canada, funnily enough, and the US, and a few in the UK. So it is. It's Saturday night for those folks, and it is nearly Sunday. Sunday afternoon for me. So a couple of Canadian beers can't do any damage unless they do, which they almost certainly will. Alrighty dokie. Let's continue on and find our next tune, shall we? Let's play this one next. Yeah. So this is a more modern Canadian band. I've played this one before. It is a really fun song to play. I like playing it because it's got whistlings in it, and I like to whistle. And this is a song by a Canadian band called The Dead South. And it's a tune called In Hell, He'll Be in Good Company. And it goes a bit like this. Yet love couldn't go no further. Proud of and disgusted by her. Push of a little bruised and battered. Oh Lord, I don't know what I'm going with you. My life's a bit more colder. Dead wife is what I told her. Brass knife sinks into my shoulder. Oh Lord, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Boom, 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 boom. I see my red-haired mustache shed queen bee and squeeze. The stage smells, tells, hell spells, misspells, knocks me on my knees. It diddle hurt, squirt, blood squirt, stuff shirt, hang me from a tree. After I count down 3 rounds in hell, I'll be in good company. Love couldn't go no further. Proud of and disgusted by her. Push of a little bruised and battered. Oh Lord, hell, I'm at home with you. My life's a bit more colder. Dead wife is what I told her. Brass knife sinks into my shoulder. Oh Lord, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Boom, 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 boom. One more time. I see my red hair, tis bad, tis scared, queen bee must squeeze. The stage smells, tells, hell's bells, misspells, and knocks me on my knees. Doesn't hurt, flirt, blood, squirt, stuff, shirt, hang me from a tree. After I count down 3 rounds in hell, I'll be in good company. The Dead South. Needed that one. Needed that one for a rest. So thank you for giving me a rest. We'll kick into some more kickin' happy tunes in just a moment. But if you haven't seen the music video for that Dead South tune, you must check it out. It is so much fun. Such a cool video. And a very cool song by a very cool band. Righty dokey. My strap looks like Willie Nelson's pigtail. It kind of does, doesn't it? Yeah. It's just a very standard Ernie Ball strap. Yeah, you can't really see it because my lighting's not fabulous here at the moment. But I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, it's a very, very cool song. And we do need some red. Some red to go there. Alrighty. Let's kick it up a notch, shall we? A whole notch. And play, if you know me and you know the channel, you know what I like to do here. I like to play songs that don't belong in the acoustic genre, so to speak. And this is definitely one of those. I'm going to need a little water as well before this one. Wet the whistle. Because this is a song by a Canadian artist, someone I respect. I love me some crooning, and I love me crooners and those sort of songs. This guy's album gets a whole bunch of love around Christmas time in our house, and this is my favourite non-Christmas song of this particular artist. I think you're probably getting a pretty good idea of who I'm going to play here. So let's kick into this tune. It's called Haven't Met You Yet. It goes like this. I'm not surprised, not everything lasts. I've broken my heart so many times I stopped keeping track. Talk myself in, I talk myself out. I get all worked up, then I let myself down. Tried so very hard not to lose it. Came up with a million excuses and thought I thought of every possibility. And I know someday that it'll all turn out. You'll make me work so we can work to work it out. And I promise you, kid, that I'll give so much more than I get. I just haven't met you yet. Ooh. I might have to wait, I'll never give up. I guess it's half timing and the other half's luck. Whatever you want, whenever it's right, you come out of nowhere and into my life. And I know that we could be so amazing. Being in your love is gonna change me. And now I can see every possibility. Ooh, and I know someday that it'll all turn out. You'll make me work so we can work to work it out. And I promise you, kid, that I'll give so much more than I get. I just haven't met you yet. They say all's fair in love and war, but I won't need to fight it. Get it right and be united. Know that we can be so amazing. Being in your life is gonna change me. Now I can see every single possibility. Ooh, and someday I know it'll all turn out. And I'll work to work it out. Promise you, kid, I give more than I get, than I get, than I get, than I get. Oh, you know it'll all turn out. You'll make me work so we can work to work it out. And I promise you, kid, I give so much more than I get. I just haven't met you yet. Oh, I just haven't met you yet. Oh, promise you, kid, you give so much more than you get. I said love, 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 love. I just haven't met you yet. So good day. I just haven't met you yet. The number one crooner in the world, let alone Canada, Mr. Michael Bublé, Mr. Bubble, Michael Bubble, as we call him around here, the Bublé man. Checking in from we're doing the Canada check. We've got Calgary, Alberta there. We've got Montreal, which is where our buddy Mark is from. I'm sure we've got other Canadians here. We've got Rick, I know, is in the house. Alrighty. That one takes it out of you too. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, I'm giving it everything tonight. In case you hadn't noticed, I'm leaving nothing in the tank, nothing on the table. We're just going for it, and we're having fun. First couple were a bit rusty, but we just kept pushing through. That's the key. Push through. I haven't got any songs in French though, so I'm not challenging myself quite that much. But cheers. Jeff in Kitchener, Ontario. Nice one. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Lady Rodeline. We've got Scott. We've got Gary. Who haven't I said g'day to? I think I've said g'day to everyone that is here. All the Tim Hortons. Yeah. Oh, no. This is going to be as fun as a big box of Timbits. I was going to get my maple syrup and have that as a prop, and then I'm like, do Canadians hate that everyone makes jokes about just, syrup and beer and hockey and Timbits? Hope not, because it's fun. Home of my Rangers. Kitchener, Ontario is where the Rangers, the Kitchener Rangers, who play in the OHL in the Canadian Hockey League, which is the Canadian Major Juniors. So this is a New York Rangers chop, but the Kitchener Rangers wear basically the exact same kit. So there you go. I totally need to get a kit. I've got a Peterborough Pete's jersey, and I tried to put it on before the show. It was my only Canadian hockey jersey, and it so didn't fit. So just pretend that this is the Kitchener Rangers that we're playing here. Oh, alrighty. Let's continue on. Let's slow it down a little bit, because I'm going to play a song here that is a song that I've listened to many, many times, and it is one of my favourite songs by this particular artist. And this particular artist had a fairly big breakout album back in the 90s when I was just sort of really getting into music. You probably know the album. It's quite famous and infamous in recording terms. Go and check out some details about it in the future if you want to, because it is very cool. Now this one I have to get up into my head voice a little bit for. So this could be a bit of fun, a bit of falsetto coming up, and I've got to zoom in on these lyrics so I can make sure that I can get in there. All right, this is, of course, the wonderful Alanis Morissette. And I want to play this tune because I love the lyrics of this one. It's words that I live by and continue to try and live by and continue to try and promote here on the channel. It's a tune called You Learn. I recommend getting your heart trampled on to anyone, yeah. And I recommend walking around naked in your living room, yeah. Swallow it down like a jagged little pill. It feels so good swimming in your stomach. Wait until the dust settles. You live, you learn, you live, you learn, you cry, you learn, you love, you learn, you bleed, you learn, you scream, you learn. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I recommend biting off more than you can chew. To anyone, I certainly do. And I recommend sticking your foot in your mouth at any time. Feel free, throw it down. The caution blocks you from the wind. Hold it up to the rays. You wait and see when the smoke clears. You live, you learn, you love, you learn, you cry, you learn, you lose, you learn, you bleed, you learn, you scream, you learn. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wear it out the way a 3-year-old would do. Melt it down. You're gonna have to eventually anyway. Fire trucks are coming up around the bend. You will, you learn, you love, you learn, you cry, you learn, you love, you learn, and you bleed, you learn, you scream, you learn, you grieve, you learn, you choke, you learn, you laugh, you learn, you chose, you learn, you pray, you learn, you ask, you learn, you live, you learn. Whew. Alanis, I ain't. But that was too good a song with too good of a message to not have a crack at. And today is all about having a crack. I'm showing that Canadian spirit. I'm dropping the gloves and going for a 5-minute major here today. Cheers, Red. As long as I don't get kicked out of the game and suspended for the next 3 games, I'll be all right. All right. There you go. Whew, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't get up in the falsetto very often, and it's it's definitely it's a refined kind of skill. So thank you. I do appreciate everybody, and thanks for being here. Thanks for being Canadian. For those that are just supporters of Canadians, then cheers to you too. Cheers to my Canadian friends. That Molson goes down smooth. Just going to say. Fallen's in the house. Hello to you. Whoever else I have not said hello to, say hello again. Give me a shout and say g'day. And I'll say hello to you after another tune. Because how are we? We are 20 minutes to go. Let's check how many we got left. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 tunes in 20 minutes. This is going to work out just dandy, I reckon. All right, it's time to have some fun. Want to have some fun? Does anyone... Hands up who likes fun. I like fun. Righty dokie. Let's kick into a fun tune. I need another beer. Before I kick into a fun tune, let's have another beer. I'll talk about while I open this beer. I'll talk about some of the artists that I'm not covering here today. Tom Cochrane's tune "Life Is a Highway" that nearly made the list. That was on the short list. I do like that song. That's the "Life Is a Highway. I'm gonna ride it all night long." And my Canadian friends can tell me, was Tom Cochrane a one-hit wonder? He certainly was down here. There's no other Tom Cochrane songs that I'm aware of that got any sort of airplay down here. I love the Simple Plan song. I just can't play it well. Which is this one is. Do you ever feel like breaking down? Do you ever feel out of place? Like someone who just don't belong and no one understands you? So Simple Plan were like the Canadian answer to Blink-182 back in the day, and that's a really cool song. But unfortunately, I just don't play it that well. It's right up the top of my register, so I don't play it that well. And our main lady, Avril Lavigne, didn't get a look in here, nor did Shania Twain. So I know what you're thinking. That don't impress me much, Pete, that Shania Twain got missed. See what I did there? All right, we have our beer open, so we're going to have a quick beverage, and then we'll kick into our next tune. Oh, I had to buy these. I just bought them just before the show. They didn't have any Canadian beer in the fridge. I had to go to the shelf and then stick them in the freezer for like 30 minutes. So they're cold enough, but they're not icy cold. But that's all right. We'll survive. I know, first world problems. And yeah, I don't think they are a twist cap. Maybe they are. Maybe they are, and I'm popping them off. Yeah, they look like they well may be a twist cap. I'll have to find out. When I open another one later, I'll let you know. Yeah, and sorry, Nickelback. If you're hanging out waiting for Nickelback, waiting for, yeah, I like your pants around your feet, you know, that amazing song that didn't date at all, that sounds perfectly okay to sing now, yeah, there will be no Nickelback. Rightio, but let's play something fun. If you're not a Canadian or a big hockey fan, you may not know this, but if you are a Canadian and or a hockey fan, you'll know this tune because it is played during hockey games and it's a really fun song and I just couldn't resist playing it. So I think you know where I'm going here. Let's kick in with some Stompin' Tom Collins. Hello out there, we're on the air, it's hockey night tonight. Tension grows and the whistle blows and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Second period, where players dash with skates to flash. The home team trails behind, but they grab the puck and go bursting up and they sail across the line. They storm the crease like bumblebees, they travel like a burning flame. We see them slide the puck inside, it's a 1-1 hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Third period, last game of the playoffs too. Oh, take me where those hockey players face off down the rink, and the Stanley Cup is all filled up for the champs who win the drink. Now the final flick of a hockey stick and the one gigantic scream. The puck is in, the home team win, it's a good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the good old bacon name is the best game you can name. He shoots, he scores! Go Leafs, Oilers, Flames, Canucks, Canadians, Senators. Did I get them all? I've forgotten someone, haven't I? Who did I forget? Leafs. Anyway, the Canadians will be like, you forgot them. I don't know. Who did I forget? I think I got everyone there. Anyway, that is the Stompin' Tom Collins, the hockey song. Such a fun, yes, a beauty, absolutely. Stompin' Tom Connors, not Collins. I wrote Collins in my notes. Stompin' Tom Connors, the hockey song. Absolutely. Stompin' Tom for the win. I was going to change up. I was going to put the puck goes in, the Rangers win, but then you'd know that it was an absolute fantasy. And the Rangers winning the Stanley Cup. 1994 was the last time. And we've been waiting ever since. Made the finals once since then. Once in that entire time. Anyway. How are we doing? How are we doing on time? 15 minutes, 3 songs. Do we have 3 songs to go? We do. Alrighty, now it is time to play this. I'm gonna bring this up the order because if I finish with this, I don't play it that well. I know that's a great way to start, isn't it? It's a great way to start. I don't play it that well, but yeah, we're going to kick in with this tune, and do I do the other one? Do I do this one or the other one? Yeah, no, I'll do this one. We'll play this one because it'll be. You're like, Pete, we don't know what you're talking about. Stop it. Just stop it. Right, let's come in here and play this tune. Now, there was one Canadian artist that actually got a lot of play in Australia back in the day. So back in the 80s and 90s, there was very few Canadian artists. You had to be, I was chatting to some folks online before, you had to be really into your music to know who Rush were, to know who the Tragically Hip were, to know who basically any Canadian band. But there was one Canadian artist who had one particular song that was probably played every day on every rock station everywhere in every country, or at least in Australia. And that was, of course, Mr. Bryan Adams. And I think you'll know very quickly which Bryan Adams tune I'm going to play here, because I don't know about you, but I got my first real six string and I bought it at the Five and Dime. I got my first real six string, bought it at the Five and Dime, played it till my fingers bled. It was the summer of '69. Me and some guys from school had a band and we tried real hard. Jimmy quit, Joey got married. Should've known we'd never get far. Oh, when I look back now, the summer seemed to last forever. Oh, and if I had the choice, yeah, I'd always wanna be there. Those were the best days of my life. Ain't no use in complaining when you got a job to do. Spend my evenings down at the drive-in. That's where I met you, standing on your mama's porch. You told me that you wait forever. Oh, when you held my hand, I knew that it was now or never. Those were the best days of my life. Back in the summer of '69. Now the names are changing. Look at things that come and gone. Sometimes when I play that old six string, think about you, wonder what went wrong. Standing at your mama's porch, you told me it would last forever. Oh, when you held my hand, I knew that it was now or never. Those were the best days of my life. Back in the summer of '69. Oh yeah. Back in the summer of '69. Whoa. Back in the summer of '69. The one, the only, Bryan Adams. Because no one ever asked for a second one. No, that's cruel. Bryan Adams, it's funny. If you listen to Bryan Adams songs, apart from like the ballady, like "Do You Ever Love a Woman?" If you listen to Bryan Adams rock songs, they're all like, there's one called like "I Wish I Could Be 18 Forever." There's this one, like he was nostalgic before people were even into nostalgia. Like he was like, "I wish I was 18 and a rock star and not getting old." So shout out, Bryan. Don't know where you are now, or I don't know if you're still producing music. Hopefully you're well. And doing your thing in 2020. Maybe I need to hit up Bryan and say, hey, come on the show. I'll interview you. I've got no idea what you've been doing, Bryan. I don't really like your music. No, I wouldn't say that. Not out loud. Red. Oh, that was another one that takes it out of me. Again, these Canadian artists, they write songs that can really just take it out of me. Alrighty. Thank you. Yes. The falsetto is conky. Is conky bad? Because it is. Like, and that's the thing. I don't like I don't like playing that one because Tim says I wish I had the coordination to play and sing at the same time. Yeah, I sometimes do. Bryan Adams is a Vancouver guy, and Bubba's saying it's a high school anthem. Fun fact from Own My Hands. Bryan Adams is an amazing photographer too. Nice one. I like it. What's some lag we got? Yeah, probably. There's probably some lag. I'm pushing so much data through with all these amazing Canadian songs that they are they are struggling. Black Velvet. Yeah, so that's Black Velvet and my little boy smiles. Yeah. Vanessa Carlton? No, who sings that one? Anyway, yeah, Black Velvet would have been a good option. I did. I used to play all these, so a little bit of background. Um, Bryan Adams. Bryan Adams is the king of the middle eight. Yeah, that whole like changing it up with the middle eight is pretty cool. Conky is from a Trailer Park Boys Canadian show, The Puppet. Oh, okay. Uh, I'm so ignorant of a lot of things. Speaking of ignorance, I was about to tell one anecdote and then I'll switch to another one here and then I'll see if I remember what I was talking about. But people said, it was Alana Miles. Thank you. Alana Miles did Black Velvet. People saying, Canadian artist, Drake, hello. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. There's that guy. And because I am so uncool, I know that Drake is he the biggest selling artist like of all time, or at least at the moment in 2019 or 2020? I think he is. If you said name a Drake song, if you put a gun to my head, well, don't do that. If you just said it's very important that you name a Drake song, I don't think I could. And you'd probably play me one. I'd be like, oh yeah, I think I've seen the kids dancing to that on TikTok. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know a whole lot of Drake. And the other one was Dead Mouse. People are like, what about Dead Mouse? I'm like, am I covering a Dead Mouse track on acoustic guitar now? That could be interesting. We'll see. Hello, watching from Ottawa. Excellent. I like that. Aren't the war on drugs from Canada? Possibly. There's a lot of cool Canadians. What have we got? Alana Kilometre. Alana Miles, Alana Kilometre. Yeah, I know. Oh, we're getting into the kilometres and the miles, the different things. I'm getting Pixel Pete, but the chat captions are clear. That's weird. Isn't that weird? And there you go. We'll. I wonder if I can fix anything by trying a little funkiness. Sometimes the captions are clear is weird if I'm pixely and the captions are clear. Let's just try a quick little trick here that sometimes fixes things up. So if I do this, if I share my screen and just stare at a Studio Live Today logo there for a bit, this can sometimes help things out a little bit. But we've got 2 more tunes to do, so I'll get ready to play the second to last tune here. I was looking for my capo. It was sitting here on my guitar. So we'll capo up on the 3rd fret for a little bit of something different, because capos are fun. And we'll play, next one's going to be a bit of a country tune. We haven't heard from this artist yet. Very famous Canadian artist. And you're like, you've already said you're not playing Shania Twain. What the heck are you talking about? All right, let's bring me back. Sorry if I'm still pixely. I was just giving kudos to StreamYard that they're working really well. And then if I learn that that's bad, hopefully not. But we'll continue on. The show must go on. So let's play this tune. Speaking of things that must go on, let's play this tune. Well-known Canadian country song. I think you'll know it once we get into it. It goes like this. 2, 3, 4. Every night in my dreams I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you. Go on. Far across the distance and spaces between us, you have come to show you. Go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door and you're here in my heart, and my heart shall go on and on. Love can touch us one time and last for a lifetime, and never let go till we're gone. Love was when I loved you, One true time I hold to in my life will always go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door and you're here in my heart, and my heart will go on and on. Key change, you're here, there's nothing to fear, and I know that my heart will go on. We'll stay forever this way, oh, I'm safe in my heart, and my heart will go on and home. Yeehaw! I am very sorry, but I couldn't find. I wanted to play a Celine Dion track, and I couldn't find the right way to do it. And then I'm like, I'm going to put myself to the test. We're going to play. We're going to play a country version of "My Heart Will Go On" because why the heck not? Alrighty. Did I do a Justin Bieber song? No, Sion. That's another one that I missed out. No Beaver. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Mr. Rick Lisk. What did I used to call you? Rick Lick. I can't remember. It wasn't that. That was the punk bluegrass version. I know. I shifted it up a little bit there. I wanted to try and do a bit of a reggae feel at the end because I think that song lends itself to doing a reggae bit there in the you can imagine like a near, far, wherever you are, etc. By the way, is anyone else deeply disturbed by the concept of that song? So let's just go through the lyrics real quick, and then we've got to finish off because we're 2 minutes to go. But we're going to go over because we got our last song to play. Because it's the love theme from Titanic, and it's basically saying, don't worry, even though I wouldn't let you on the friggin' plank of wood and just watched you die, even though there was plenty of room on the raft for both of us, don't worry, because as long as you're in my heart, you'll be fine. And this, and here's the last verse says, you're here, there's nothing I fear, and I know that my heart will go on. We'll stay forever this way. You're safe in my heart will go on. And it's like, that's lovely for you, hun. But you just watched me drown. So anyone else disturbed by that movie? Anyway, I won't go into details about that. But yeah, I know I couldn't. Now here I could name a Bieber tune. Baby, 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 oh, maybe, 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 oh. I don't know. Is that him? Oh no, didn't he do Despacito? There's a funny story about how he was asked to play Despacito live, but he didn't know the lyrics, and he was just like making up really derogatory Spanish words and just, yeah, it was not cool. But then again, it's Bieber. He's not cool. And when I say Bieber's not cool, the society that created Justin Bieber is probably what's not cool, because Justin Bieber is probably not as big as much of a yeah, I can't think of a nice word that doesn't have a bunch of profanity in it. If it wasn't for the society that created him, so is it nurture or nature? I don't know. Anyway, we do have to finish off. This has been a crap ton of fun. As I say, I'm not going to swear. I then swear just out of the blue. This has been a whole lot of fun. Thank you. Thank you to my wife who comes up with a lot of the ideas for these. She kind of started the whole happy hour concept way back when. She's like, well, actually, I started doing it, and she's like, these are going to get so boring. People don't want to hear your music. You should do a theme every week. And I'm like, oh yeah, cool. And then we've been doing themes ever since. So we've done the Canadian theme, and of course, you know what this means. Yeah, it means we're going to be traveling around the world. So look out for some others. I'm sure we'll do the American one. Won't be hard. It'll be like fish in a barrel, finding American artists that I play, but Australian and a bit of a UK. She's like, you do a Britpop, like a whole Britpop one. I said, well, if I do a Britpop one, I have to do it at a time where, Brits can actually watch, because shout out to anyone at 3 a.m. watching, but no, more likely, shout out to those watching on the replay. Thank you again. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I'm glad you had a brilliant time. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone being here. No, thank you, Jeff, and thanks to all my friends, my Canadians, and my Canadian loving friends. Thank you, Samantha Edge. Hello to you. Glad to see you dropping in here. Love the thumbnail. Yeah, I've been getting a bit creative with my thumbnails since I've had a bit more time on my hands. Been exploring some of the background removing fun. So yes, you got Mountie Pete there. All right. And Mark says, I remember leaving the theatre saying to people in line, the boat sinks at the end. Yeah, Titanic, the movie where there are no spoilers because everyone knows what happens. But you don't know that the old lady throws the necklace in and the diamonds and they never get the thing at the place, and then James Cameron and I don't know. Let's play our last tune here and then we'll say our final goodbye. Our last goodbye. Which is a good segue into this song, because on the same album that Jeff Buckley had a tune called The Last Goodbye, which is ironic because it was one of the songs that he recorded before he passed away, as well as Grace, as well as this song, which is a cover of a Leonard Cohen song. And yes, Leonard Cohen, one of the most amazing Canadian songwriters, artists, singers, performers of all time, sadly passed away about 2016, I believe, so about 4 or 5 years ago. But he wrote this song. It has been played a lot. If I'm ever going to get a copyright strike on a video, it's for playing this. But then I figure so many people have played this, they've probably given up. But yes, I'm sure it'll get copyright claimed, which is fine. I'm more than happy with that. But this is a version. I do a bit of a hybrid version. I play it in the key that Leonard played it, which is a bit lower. So I played in G. Jeff Buckley did his version in C. I like playing it in G, but I do a few Buckley-esque. So this is a bit of a mashup of the Leonard Cohen and the Jeff Buckley versions. And it is, of course, the wonderful song called Hallelujah. Now I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? And it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Your face was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. Tied you to a kitchen chair. She broke your throne and cut your hair, and from your lips she drew a hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. You say I took the name in vain, and I don't even know the name. But if I did, well really, what's it to you? The blaze of light in every word, it doesn't matter what you heard. The holy and the broken, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. I did my best, it wasn't much. couldn't feel, so I tried to touch, but told the truth. It didn't come to fool you. And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Leonard Cohen / Jeff Buckley with Hallelujah here on The Happy Hour. Oh, and the first verse there, when you're getting in there, and I'm like, I'm going with a show must go on mentality here, because as you heard there, I had a frog in my throat right at the halfway point of the first verse, and I'm like, I could stop it and try again and start again, but you know what? No, this is showbiz. This is live streaming. I just have to push through. So I had my little pause, my little cough, and then we continued on. But yeah, one of the greatest songs, in my opinion, greatest songs of all time. Yeah, I also like Leonard's version best. Leonard Cohen's version is very cool. It's a little bit weird in that some instrumentation. If you like me, you grew up on the Jeff Buckley version, then yeah, it sounds a little bit weird and almost campy in places, whereas Jeff Buckley's is so soulful and meaningful. So I tried to find a bit of a balance between the two. But thank you, appreciate it, Mark. Yeah, it seems to be in my wheelhouse. Thank you. Yeah, I love playing that tune. It's fun, and yeah, the build-ups in that tune are insane. You're correct. But thanks Mark, thanks Lady Rodeline, thank you for being here, Scott. Thank you Tom, thank you Russ. I'm gonna click everyone's comments here. So we got about 2 minutes left, and if you've got anything to say, please let us know, and I'll throw you up on the screen here. Thank you Tom, thank you Jade, Desolate, appreciate it. Cheers, Mark. Cheers, Bubba. Rick Liss, encore. If I had an encore song to play, I would play it, Rick. I'm really low on encore songs, so I apologize. And we're already 7 minutes over. Thank you to my friend Deep Gravity there. One more Canadian. Yes, one more drink. I'll have one more drink. We don't have, unfortunately, time to play another one, but cheers. One more red there. Thank you. Hey, Metalhead Hippie in the house. Hope you're doing well. I know this is not exactly up to the metal standards, but a bit of fun to play some of these songs were sort of harder songs. We just play nice, gentle covers of them. My power's been off for hours. Oh no, have to catch up sometime. I was looking forward to this because I'm in Montreal. Sorry, Jim, catch on the replay. Thank you, Samantha. Thanks for the last little bit of your stream that I saw. No problem. I know Sam and I both live here in Adelaide, and we kind of are on different schedules. I'm very much morning person and early to bed. Sam is up like a night owl, and then slightly later to rise. It's fair to say. Sorry, Sam, but yeah, she does those streams on Saturday nights our time. So that is all right. No problem missing the show. Thanks for tuning in, and feel free to catch up on the replay. Thank you, Soccer with his hair down. Like it. Thank you, everyone. Bob, thank you. Make one up, encore. I don't think I even have anything to do. What do they say? Leave on a high note. Leave them wanting more. Something like that. What I might do is pick one of the songs there and do a cover of it and release it this week. So thank you, Beneth. Because yeah, there's so many cool Canadian songs that I will. There's so many to do, and RJ Lovely is here as well. Thank you. I'm going to have to go because I'm actually absolutely spent. Hopefully you can't see too many. I've put the lighting here so that you can't see the pit stains, but they're present, accounted for. But no, thank you everyone for being here. If you are into the recording side of things, I'll catch you on GarageBand Weekly tomorrow, and I hope you can join me for that one there. Head on over to studiolivetoday.com. If you did have fun, if you love Canada like me, grab yourself a Canadian beer, hit the like button, because that tells other folks that this was a good old time and you had some fun here listening to some Canadian tunes here today. So thank you. Have a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world. And if you're catching up on the replay, more power to you. Thank you, everyone. I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Please be kind to yourself and to others.